Back to KTN Newsline. Now, thousands of ODM party supporters in Kisumu turned up for the party primaries Tuesday, quelling fears of voter apathy fueled by the party decision to issue direct tickets for key county races, including governor. The smooth process was, however, not without challenges, as claims of rigging and voter bribery were reported in some areas. Our reporter Grace Nganga has more.
The ODM Kisumu primaries kicked off smoothly Tuesday at most polling centers, with only registered party members allowed to take part in the polls. Unlike similar exercises in Siaya, Homa Bay and Migori that were marred by failure in the electronic voting gadgets, missing passwords, confusion over polling stations and violence, voting in Kisumu was largely smooth.
But by the time tuliingia tulipata kama kulikuwa na problem ya password, but as now tunaona kama queue inaenda vizuri sana.
Done a very good thing, very wonderful indeed. One of the parties that has gone digital. So this time around there is no kicking of the debe.
A few instances of chaos were, however, reported in some polling stations, triggered by claims of bribery and vote rigging.
And the other aspirants to maintain peace during this period, because Raila Amolo Odinga is vying to be the president. Kisumu Central and Nyanza is the bedrock of Japan, and any violence around here, any fights around here will taint our image as those who are going to host the president.
In Nyakach, a man was attacked and injured by an irate mob which accused him of bribery votes. Elsewhere, police had used tear gas to disperse an out-of-control mob that had stormed Urudi Primary School, claiming that someone had sneaked in an identified voting gadget.
In the morning we had a small hitch. The nomination process did not start on time, but after that it kicked off well. Our polling stations were merged. We have 4 polling stations that all the stations were merged. People trickled in. We have voted.
Instances of unrest were reported at Ofafa and Mhoroni polling stations. 3 relatives of ODM leader Raila Odinga were among aspirants battling out for various seats in Kisumu, including his younger sister Ruth, who is eyeing the woman representative seat. The final results for the various races, including the Senate, woman representative, member of the National Assembly, as well as ward representatives, are expected later this evening. Grace Nganga, KTN News.
And so that story by my colleague Grace Nganga. Let me bring in my colleague Mohammed Bahaj, who's in Kisumu County, who's been keeping tabs with this. Bahaj, good evening. Kindly bring us up to date with the latest information that you have.
Thank you, Brenda. Well, indeed, after a vigorous day, we now here finally come to an end of the ODM primaries. And right now, Brenda, as we speak, I am at the Tom Mboya Institution College, where the tallying, this institution is being used as the main tallying center for the ODM primaries. There were some few cases, some incidents here and there, like in Ofafa voting center. There were some claims of bribery, and also in Nyakach there were also some claims of some people, aspirants' names were missing in the voting process. And for the first time, ODM primaries, the digital platforms were used. And so right here, as you can see in my left side, all these people here are aspirants with their agents waiting eagerly to hear the results after the counting is done. And on my right hand, I have the commissioners for the ODM primaries. They are with me. I've been with them since morning. And right now, what they are doing is tallying the votes. And maybe midnight, we will be waiting to see or to hear who wins and who did not win. Maybe if I talk to one of them. Yeah. Okay. Your name?
My name is Jerusha Mogaka, returning officer, Kisumu Central.
Can you kindly bring us up to date what is happening now? Have you received all the votes now? We should expect the results coming out soon.
We have received all the votes. We are expecting the results to come right now because, well, the voters were voting at the polling stations. They were keying in direct. Yeah.
So, which ones should we expect to start? The MCAs or the women rep or Senate or the member of parliament?
I cannot answer you that because we don't know. As long as quick as it comes, that's the time we are.
I can ask one question to Madam. Outside there, I saw some voters, thousands of them, want to come in and witness or hear the results themselves. But the police forces are disbanding them with tear gas. And why did you decide to do so?
I can say for security purposes, because the hall, as you can see, cannot accommodate everybody. And then we have aspirants who have made it and those who have not made it. It would be more chaos and more dramatic if what is happening outside happened here. So for the sake of that, those aspirants who will be announced as winners could go outside and celebrate with their people. And those who have not made it could walk outside, gently outside of the hall without any chaos. That's part of the intelligence that we have been given, and also part of the respect that we have for each one. And
one last question. The ODM primaries, this time you used the digital voting system. Do you think it worked well?
Yes, it did. And actually, most of the aspirants and the voters really appreciated the system because there is no corruption. It is one way, the highway, or no highway.
In Nyakach, it was complained that there was only one iPad for voting, and in other areas there were two.
We had a team of IT people who are coming on ground to assist. Sometimes the gadget arrived late, we can accept that, but every polling station had a gadget to start.
Okay, Brenda, there you have it. Now we will be waiting for the results. Maybe by midnight they will start to trickle in, and we see who wins and who is going to the general election. Now from my side, I've been here since morning, moving up and down from different voting centers. Now reporting for KTN News from Kisumu here at Tomboya College. My name is Ahmed Bahaj. Back to your studio.
Thank you so much, Ahmed Bahaj. I know you'll give us more details as and when you get it in terms of the results that are still streaming in. But yet in another sad story of a talented